Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. The Nightmare Diamond revealed itself. We had once thought it would be Workrag coming to grant us with godly powers again, but nope, he is still lost to us. Not providing a whole lot of help. We had a lot of frustration, but I found out where I might find Workrag, so I left the temple. I had a long heart-to-heart with Gorbel about my past, but our friends are taking priority, and Herstag was lucky enough to locate where they are, so we went to bust him out of juvie.
All right.
And we're about to get shot by a bunch of arrows.
Yeah, we are.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Welcome to the D20 Syndicate podcast. We are a bi-weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We play Dungeons & Dragons, and then we record it, and then you guys listen to it, and it's all good. Mondays and Thursdays, those are our release dates.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Did you say bad?
Bat.
Sounds like bad to me. Are you telling everybody that this is bad?
You sound bad.
Well, I mean, that's beside the point.
You sound bad.
I think you guys both sound good.
Whee!
Don't try and diffuse this.
Bye.
You sound bad. That was a shit intro.
Well, sorry, guys. I'll try harder next time, I guess.
We can't do it over. There's no way. There's no time.
Those are pretty dice, Elijah.
Now it
Thank
sucks.
you.
Don't.
They look like candy.
Yeah, they do.
I want to eat them.
Those do look nice. Now I'm distracted.
Candy.
Aren't they glow in the dark?
What?
Show us.
What is even the purpose?
Turn off the lights. Hey Google,
Hey,
turn the
Google.
lights off.
It didn't
Hey,
work.
Google,
Google didn't listen. We
turn
have
the
a
lights
Google home.
off.
Turn the lights off.
Oh shit, my Google is.
Those are
computer
not
is
glowing
there.
in the dark.
Wait, they might start.
That's not how glow in the dark would. Like they just start glowing.
Well, they may be that kind of glow in the dark where you keep them really bright. You have to keep them in the sun all day, and then they kind of glow a little bit.
I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm Tomas. I play Tomar.
I'm Elijah. I play Herstag.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
And each week, like I said, we get together, we play Dungeons & Dragons, and record it, and then you listen to it. That's the whole gist. We're deep in it. Start at the beginning. Gunky Evil's our first episode. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this. Fucking start at the beginning.
Go to Gunky Evil.
I think most people have, which is good. Also, some people listen to more later episodes than the earlier ones, which is really confusing.
I think it's a lot of people, sometimes what I do is I just, if I'm interested in a new podcast, I'll start somewhere randomly and then just go from there. Just to, because a lot of times an earlier episode can be kind of shitty. Ours isn't. So
Nope.
if you're
Every
thinking
episode
that,
Those
is
are good.
as good as
So
all the
good.
other episodes.
if not better,
None are better or worse.
every
They're
episode
exactly
you listen
perfect.
to, regardless of the order, is going to be better than last.
We fucking nailed it each time.
And then some.
But
Especially
they can't.
the first time.
they
The
can't-
first time was our best episode.
They can't possibly be better than each other.
No, that's how it works, man. That's how good this podcast is.
They're better and worse than the best one, which is all of them.
Yeah. Fucking wrap your minds around that. Partner.
I wish I could copy
I'm
paste
lost.
Elijah's face so then everyone sees his funny faces. Can we just put that on?
We'll just do a stream of Elijah's face super close up, the entire time we're playing.
With no sound.
Yeah.
Just his face reacting to things.
Million views. So yeah, as we mentioned in the recap, we are now staring down the barrel of
A
some
45?
some archers.
Well, before that, we have
So
some
yeah,
stuff we gotta do.
so this Monday episode, so what we'll do is we will read a review first, and then we'll do it around the campfire. So this one is from our good pal Ben Bionic. He labels this one.
Is he a Robo Man?
I mean, it could be Ben B Ionic, like he loves the ionic breeze, like he's Ben.
And the B is for breeze.
I was gonna say Ben B Ionicing, baby,
Or Ben Breeze Ionic.
Ben by on Iowa City. He's coming to town, folks.
He's probably swiftly changing his username.
Ben, be cool.
Just Ben.
So this one is labeled enthralling. And of course, naturally, it's a 5-star rating. I mean, what else could you possibly rate this? Please don't take that as a challenge. Anyone out there?
Better be 5 stars as much as we're paying these people.
Ben Bionic says, honestly, this is a great podcast with some awesome characters and people behind it. Seth, the DM, is an amazing storyteller and knows how to adapt how players choose to act. The players keep it interesting, to say the least. Basically, a group of friends hanging out and asking you to join them on a quest. Really entertaining. They even have shirts designed by Tomas. Highly recommend this podcast. Thank you, Ben.
I can't tell if he's calling me Tomar by mistake.
He put it in quotations.
Okay.
So,
There you go.
maybe read the review, fuck.
Well, you read it to me.
That's
and
true.
Thank you, Ben. We will Venmo you the money after the podcast.
I mean, I think it was a little steep asking for $500, but you know what? We really needed that review.
I like to
so-
imagine that Tomar is a graphic designer
Also,
on the side.
Yeah, he's definitely got the personality.
he's a graphite designer because he works with stone.
Oh. 5 points to our hostage.
faux chisel my nizzle.
You ruined it. You ruined
I think I improved it.
Ruined.
I made myself chuckle.
Okay, so now we're going to do our around the campfire since nobody believes me. And apparently I'm a liar.
Let's explain this a little bit better. Because none of us seem to be on the same page as to what it is.
My favorite song is...
No. Fuck your song now. I'm talking about the campfire thing. So, each Monday,
Yeah.
we go around the campfire, in quotations, and we answer a question as if it were directed to us. It's not like we're simulating us hanging out at a campfire, but that is how it works.
It's
It's
like
warm-up questions to get yourself in character.
it's like any reality TV show when you have that face-to-face with just
The
the
talking
camera.
heads, yeah.
And it does help get people into character. So if you want
And
to
it's where we
incorporate
can
that
like
into your
talk
game,
shit about the other players.
Yep.
Without fear of reprise. This week's Around the Campfire question is, which battle in the campaign has been most memorable to your character?
Ooh.
I'm going to start with you, Herstag, since
Wait.
you've been there
All right.
the least
Wait.
amount of times.
clarifying question: does that include only episodes on the show?
No, the entire campaign,
Okay.
because it can allow you to elaborate for some backstory. So, Herstag, you've been here the least amount of time. So, Herstag, which battle in the campaign has been most memorable to you as a character?
Well, the one I remember the most is when I killed all those driders on that bridge with my whirlwind, my new spell.
And why was that the most memorable?
It was just a lot of fun, a lot of death. Yeah, they were just flying everywhere. It was a good old time.
Fair enough. Pinwin, second most recent character to join this campaign. What has been the most memorable battle in the campaign for you?
Does the whole thing with Durant and the dragon, does that count or does that not count? Because
That was pre-campaign.
You've also been in way cooler battles since then.
Yeah, that was just like it wasn't even like a real dragon.
but I almost died. I mean,
Remember
technically,
the-
I've
You've
almost
almost
died
died.
a lot.
Remember the
but-
battle that Durant died? That'd be a good one.
What?
Oh my god.
What
that
happened
was
during that?
awful.
He died and Tomar brought him back.
We were fighting the barbarian chiefs,
Pinwin doesn't remember the pivotal moment.
and he got stabbed
I
right through
really
the
try
face.
to not.
Remember? And everybody was like teary-eyed.
Oh, we weren't.
You definitely were.
I know. I get teary-eyed all the time.
Do you seriously not remember that?
Durant dying.
I
best
literally
friend got stabbed in the face.
I think I am emotionally traumatized, so I just like block it out.
Now that's why he has
How do you
that
not
cool-ass
remember
scar.
that?
I
How do you
literally
play
don't remember
this
details.
game? I don't
I
understand.
don't know. On the fly.
I said why, not how.
Why? Oh, on the
Do you not
fly.
remember the battle with the barbarians? You guys did a 1v1 with the barbarians. You're just shaking your head.
Well. Okay.
She's trying to think of a battle.
Literally any battle.
It's hard for me. The battles kind of have blurred together. I went from a really kind of kind of really not much action kind of setting to having battle to battle to battle to battle, and it's all kind of blending together, and within that some regret and some bad feelies, like this last battle where we were fighting those driders. I accidentally hung one. That kind of made me feel kind of gross, but I did that. So
that's the most memorable?
Most memorable for me right now.
Okay. Gorbel, most memorable battle.
Up until recently, I probably would have had a different answer to this, but I have to say, that battle with Lila was top-notch for me.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because you almost died.
Well, it's pretty memorable because I almost died, but also, it was a little cathartic in a way. Also kind of heartbreaking. There were a lot of emotions there.
Fair enough.
It was kind of awesome, kind of sucked.
All right, Tomar, most memorable battle.
There are several that stand out to me. There was one where we were on this airship leaving Deepminster, and we were getting assaulted from either side by other enemies on airships, and I was just casting Wall of Fire on those fucking things, and
Oh, yeah.
people were polymorphing into flying creatures, and just... Were there cannons and shit blasting?
Yeah, they were like magic cannons.
Shit was just blowing up all over the place. It was bananas. But also, there was a battle at Starhost when we were there, where we had to come up with a plan to protect everyone, and we came up with this tactic to kind of funnel everyone a certain way into another Wall of Fire by using one of Let's potions and making Shadow super huge. And then it ended up working in our favor, and he just tore through a bunch of soldiers, and we all just worked as a team, and it was all really cool. And then there was one where I turned into a dragon. Well, I commandeered a bone dragon with an amulet, and I threw one of the Crown's Guard into just several hundred feet into the air, and he died, and it was awesome. So there was a lot of cool stuff that we've done. That wasn't on the show, but hopefully we have even cooler battles later on.
Yeah, no, that was a good recap of some of the best battles. All right, so that being established, let's hop into it. You guys had just liberated this caged pen full of villagers, killing the soldiers, distracting them with a Moonreach cocktail. On your way into this fort to rescue Zaiko. And as you finished up, you heard the drawing of bowstrings, and you saw Uthor, the Undying, one of the Crown's Guard, the large, bald, dark-complected, smiling always Crown's Guard. And he had his hand in the air as there was tons of archers along the wall. And as we left, he dropped his hand.
Is Uthor a human?
Uthor is a human, yes.
He's
Miran Lugish.
Is he standing with them?
He's standing in the center of them, leading them. And he drops his hand, and you hear all of the bows firing. There's about 40 of these guys, I think I mentioned, firing arrows. And I'll give you guys 1 moment for a reaction.
Can I use a bonus action?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to use Death from Above. Wait,
Okay.
How far away from Uthor am I?
You're roughly, I want to say 80 feet.
Am I closer to some of the bowmen?
No, they're all aligned in the same row. They're all standing on the parapet.
But they're not they're next to each other.
Yes, they're all next to each other.
Is any of them 60 feet away?
No.
Well, never mind.
They're further?
Well, actually, no.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna,
20 feet.
I'm going to run up 25 feet.
Okay.
And jump in to my Death from Above. As a bonus action, you create a 5-foot portal in a space adjacent to you. You or any other medium-sized creature or object can leap through this portal and be propelled out the other side in a location of your choice up to 60 feet away in any direction, horizontally or vertically. You can make an extra attack when performing this maneuver. As you arrive forcibly in the target's location, the target is pushed back 10 feet and must make a dex saving throw against your DC or be knocked prone. The target takes additional bonus force damage equal to the roll on your dimension die.
Okay, so tell me what you're going to utilize that to do, or your attempt to.
So I'm going to open up a portal in front of me. I'm going to jump into it, and then I'm going to fall from above down onto the parapets in front of Uthor and like attack him in a downward chop.
Okay. Pinwin, what are you going to do right now? You see Tomar taking his first steps forward. This is all happening at the same time. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I will ready my... Do I have to say what spell it is?
Yes, so that I know. And
Okay,
I know you're not
so-
cheating.
Well,
I was going to
But
cheat the
now-
shit out of it.
Okay. So, yep. I will go ahead and ready my Hail of Thorns at 4th level spell.
Okay. All right, you ready, Hail of Thorns. Herstag, what are you doing?
I will teleport backwards to get out of the range of the arrows.
How far backwards are you going?
Like 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
Is that even out of range?
I guess we'll find out.
If they're on parapets, they're like a higher up, and
Basically, I want to teleport to a place where I feel like...
is there cover?
There's not really cover, no. You're like pretty much out in the
Shit.
open.
Or...
Remember, this is
How far away from the wall am I?
80 feet.
Presumably, you teleporting forward toward them might confuse them.
Yeah. I'll teleport 60 feet ahead,
Okay.
right underneath the wall.
Okay. So you...
They're like 20 feet away.
Now, Gorbel, what are you going to do?
I'm going to get Blade Ward ready, so I'm going to start waving my hand in front of me in a little pattern.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yes.
Can I say whether or not I hit now?
Yeah, I would just want to get everybody's
Okay.
reaction.
All right,
Okay, so we'll go with you.
So it was 28 to hit.
28 to hit. Okay. So you open a portal and you drop from above right on top of
With both arms holding the sword and
Uthor.
swinging it down.
Yes, and you fly at him at top speed with your sword out, ready to slice him.
So I did 13 damage
13 damage.
when I landed,
Okay. Perfect.
plus 9 force damage.
Okay.
And he needs to make a dex saving throw
Otherwise, he gets pushed back 10 feet.
and knocked prone.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 1.
18.
What?
Can he fly off the parapet?
That's
then?
what that would be the only room is if you're hitting him, you would knock him forward off the parapet. So you
Fuck yeah.
slice him and you hear it, and you see him, and he lands far below. Now this is quite a ways up. This is like 40 feet up. So he's falling head first down. And let's see. Okay.
It'd be really convenient if we just killed him that easy.
That would be the best.
And he's done. Everyone's free.
Okay. He did terrible to try to resolve that situation. So you watch as Uthor falls head first and then lands on his neck on the ground and is still.
Oh!
Whoa!
Herstag, you 60 feet forward. You're all of a sudden well inside the range of the arrows. You guys watch it. The arrows, you guys are sitting there ready with your prepared spells, and you watch the arrows fly over you. And you hear behind you. And you turn and look, and you see a group of soldiers that had emerged from the woods, now struck by the arrows. They tumble and fall. There's a few left, and they draw their swords, and they come racing at you two.
What?
What kind of soldiers?
They're wearing Veldelin armor.
Oh, no.
Were they trying to be nice to us by shooting them?
Oh, shit.
What are you guys going to do? You've got
No.
several soldiers bearing down on you at
Well,
this
so
moment.
many questions.
Well, that's
Do I-
Seth's fault.
Well,
Man,
they
they
still
need
kidnapped
to-
our people.
I take
so fuck
no
them.
responsibility for Uthor's death.
Unless they're trying to free them right now and we're just bad place.
Here,
wrong
hey,
time.
hey. What are you guys going to do? You've got soldiers running up on you.
Do I have to use my readied spell?
I mean,
Cantrip?
I think, don't
It's-
you lose the slot if you
It's not
don't?
a
Yeah.
It's a
slot.
cantrip, baby.
how'd that go again?
It's a cantrip, baby.
Well,
Yes.
I'll turn around.
They're
Am I just
rushing right
rolling
at you. There's 3
disadvantage?
soldiers left.
Could I still fire at them with my bow, but
You
at
would-
disadvantage?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have disadvantage. They're not far close enough.
Okay.
They have to be within 5 feet of you to have disadvantage.
Okay, I'll use my spell there.
All right.
So I'm gonna try.
Them's
to
the
shoot them.
rules.
You heard it here first, folks.
Okay, so that would be 24.
24. Which one are you aiming for?
I'll go for this guy.
This guy in the middle? Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
You hit.
So then Hail of Thorns
Okay.
at 4th level.
What is it, a strength?
Dex 18.
Oh boy, he does not save.
Woo! Okay, so each creature within 5 feet of it must make a Dex saving.
So there's one guy within 5 feet. Does not save.
Okay. 1d10.
All right, roll me some
Okay.
damage. So Pinwin, your first reaction is just hits this guy, and then with the Hail of Thorns, it.
D10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13 damage.
13 damage. All right, he goes down, and so does this guy. All right, Gorbel, you've got this one guy coming up on you.
Just this one?
Yep, he's all that's left.
Well, damn, Pinwin.
They startled me.
I'm going to cast Blindness Deafness at 3rd level.
3rd level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the save?
17.
Is it Wisdom?
Constitution.
Constitution. All right, he does not save. So this soldier's rushing up on you, and all of a sudden, they are now blind and deaf.
Blind!
So he So he kind of stumbles, but he's able to right himself, and he can't see anything. And he's like, oh, oh, oh. So now you're going to have an attack of opportunity, Gorbel, as he is blind and rushing right at you.
Gonna run up there with my wolf blood blade. I know the consequences, but I'm still gonna do it. Ooh. Yikes. 12.
12 does not hit. So he's rushing at you all blind, and he just somehow is able to move out of the way of your blade as you try to hit him. All right, Pinwin.
I'm gonna try to. Can I try to talk to him?
I mean, he's a rushing, angry soldier, so you can attempt to
But
do
he's
that.
blind.
Yes.
That doesn't make him friendlier.
Yeah. But,
Pinwin gonna do what Pinwin gonna do.
yeah. Who are you? Are you here to kill us, or are they here to kill us?
You just hear him go, ah! And he like slashes out irrationally.
Oh my gosh. Guy, I'm trying to avoid the killing if at all possible.
Pinwin, I don't
already
think
have
you're
so
going to
much
get the
here.
kind of reaction you want out of this guy.
Oh, come on.
He's gonna keep swiping. You're gonna get another attack of opportunity there,
Pinwin!
Gorbel.
Swiper, no swiping. You want to say what it is?
26.
26, you hit. You hit this blinded idiot.
You fool.
He's like facing the wrong direction. He's like, ah!
11.
11. He
And then
goes
the
down.
poison.
He hits the ground, dead.
Oh.
Tomar, you are now standing on the parapets, and you've just knocked Uthor down to the ground and probably to his demise. All the archers start crowding back against each other, like scared, like, oh, please don't kill us! Please don't kill us!
Well, not knowing that there was this hullabaloo about the other people, I'm gonna charge at the first guy to see.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna do a what the fuck?
Is Uthor 100% dead?
You have no idea.
He is called Uthor the Undying.
Why not yell, hey, watch out? Why would he just fire behind us and not tell us? It's fine.
I'm gonna propel myself up 20 feet and
Like in the air?
no, toward the first guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can strike him even if he's used up all your movement for your turn. This charge ignores attacks of opportunity. If I succeed on the attack, the target suffers extra force damage. Okay.
Okay.
30.
30 definitely hits. So you rocket forward.
18 plus 9 force damage.
Okay, so you hit this column of archers with the first one. He takes the full brunt and he basically just explodes as you hit him.
And it launches him 10 feet forward.
So you just basically mow down this group of archers. You just... And you hear the screams from the other ones. And Herstag, what are you going to do? You see Tomar... You watch as Uthor drops down pretty much like 20 feet in front of you.
What a pickle.
So the wall is 40 feet high?
40 feet high.
I will cast Watery Sphere
Okay.
and try to start dragging it along, catching as many of them as I can.
Okay, so you watched as Tomar just wiped out one side.
Did he see our
He wiped out
guys?
a whole side?
A whole side of soldiers. So there's...
How is that?
And did you see us get
It
rushed?
doesn't.
Oh, is this just flavor?
It's kind of flavor because they don't have much HP.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what I'm hinting at.
But did you see us get attacked by the
No, that was to his back. So this is all happening within 6 seconds.
This sucks.
So yeah.
Seth, I want friends.
So yeah, strength save 18
Okay.
if you want.
I'll roll it 3 times. None of them save.
So I'm just gonna start moving it down, and it can catch about 5 of them.
Okay, so you
Just restrain 'em.
you catch about 5 of them, move it through, and you do, and there's still a group. Let's see, 5, so 20. So there's still 15 of the soldiers all crowded with their bows, and like some of them look like they're trying to get them drawn. But you've hit the first 5 in the group with the sphere, and so yeah, that's where we're at right now. You two, Pinwin and Gorbel, you've now killed these 3 soldiers, and if you turn and look and you see that Tomar has wiped out a column of them, you see that Herstag is also wiping out some with his watery sphere. You see there's a group of dead soldiers in the tree line not too far from you.
Guys, stop! Please stop! Oh my god, who are we fighting? Because people.
And they're about 80 feet away, so...
Right. We
Did we
still
have-
we have our thinky talky thing
Did
happening,
we have it
right?
going?
Don't right?
I don't think so. It only lasts
I don't think...
for...
No, it lasts for an hour.
But
Has it not
didn't
been
we?
an hour?
Did you guys cast it before you
I
left?
think we did.
We left.
Yeah,
no,
we
cast
did.
in
We
the
cast it
back.
when we
Because
got
we just
there.
used
The
it
last time
with
I-
the people in the pen.
Oh.
Yeah, we
You're
just
right.
used it.
So yeah, good call.
No. You were talking.
No, you used message.
That's different.
The last time I recall you guys using
No, but I
it was
thought
in the
before that.
Majestic Mansion. or
Nope,
whatever.
nope.
No,
it was when
we
we
used
got
it
there
here.
because we were talking about sneaking up to them, up to the thing, and I was like, Gorbel, do you want to use the talking
Oh, okay,
thing?
gotcha.
So this all happened however long this took to happen.
I
Okay,
believe it
so
because that
minutes.
spell
So, yeah, you
slot
guys are all-
is taken.
yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so you guys are all inside each other's heads.
Yeah. What are you doing? We had people just sneak up and attack us, and I think they were trying to shoot the people trying to sneak up on us. So I think the people you're killing might not be baddies, and I don't know. This
Okay,
is a
who-
lot.
What did you say?
Who are we killing?
I'm killing these guys up
I
here.
don't know if you should. Please stop killing.
Why?
They shot arrows at us.
Psycho's
I
in
think
here.
they were shooting people behind us trying to sneak up. I don't know if they're part of this.
Well,
I
they
don't
still
know.
kidnapped our friends.
Are you sure that's them, or are they trying to rescue people?
I'm on my way.
Well,
Haven't
maybe
we
you
fought
guys.
this asshole before?
No, he was.
Thrall
Oh
of
yeah, he was under the
Calcifer.
thrall of Calcifer. So you wouldn't even know Uthor.
I'm gonna run over to Uthor.
I was in Roundfoot Town.
You weren't. Oh my god.
Only
you
Pinwin
weren't
and
with
Tomar
us, dummy.
encountered.
Yeah, we were disabling the bomb
You're
and saw him
running.
then.
Okay, so Gorbel runs up. Were you running too, Gorbel?
You were busy fighting the old wizard guy.
I'm trying to get to those guys.
Okay,
Thorn whipping
they're
him.
up 40 feet in. Tomar's up 40 feet in the air on the parapet. Elijah is 20 feet away from
Wait,
the wall, casting
who?
watery spear.
Elijah.
Who is Elijah?
Her stag. My bad. Sorry.
I'm gonna turn towards the archers and I'm gonna say, if any of you value your lives, you'll leave now.
You see that the one that hasn't been gotten by the watery spear, who just watched you like wipe out his friends, he's gonna fire an arrow at you.
Oh.
Who is bad?
And I got a natural 1, so it just he's like so scared. He just and it
Just
like
brush it
shoots.
away with, I want to brush it away with my sword or something.
Okay, that's a nice flavor. Like it, and you smack it out of the air, and it goes. Don't kill us. We were trying to help you.
Who are you?
We're Uthor the Undying's Legion.
What does that mean?
We came here to rescue Prince Othis.
Why are you on the parapet shooting at us?
We snuck in through a secret passageway. We shot over you to stop the scouts that were in the forest.
I'm going to think to her stag. I'm like,
exactly
is
what I
Uthor dead?
I'm checking to see now. Did I get him?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh my god. He just landed on his head. Fucking idiots. Why wouldn't they call out?
Right? They should
Like,
know
get
by
down
now.
or something, you know?
15.
15. He seems pretty dead to you. He's not.
Oh, man.
He's not moving.
Her stag.
He's gonna snap
Her
neck.
stag, I think he's dead. Can you please bring him back? This was such a
man.
pickle, and I just would hate for him to die over a pickle, you
Wait,
know?
who am I trying to
I'm
save?
furious.
Save Uthor,
I'll drop the
please.
watery sphere. Some of them might fall off the edge. I don't know.
Yeah, 3 of them fall.
I'm peering over the edge of the parapet. and then I'm looking back and forth at the archers like,
I'll yell up.
I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom staring up at Tomar. What's going on up there?
Nothing.
Are they all dead?
not all of them, but they might not be bad.
You got about 1,000 gold components on you?
Oh my gosh, you don't?
I don't think we care about him that much, do
Yeah,
we?
this was their fault. They should have said something.
Is he dead for sure?
Yeah, I just tried to give him a balm and he didn't. He's dead.
Oh, your shitty balm?
It would have brought him back. Look at it. I'll do it again.
Nothing happens.
5 hit.
This
Just a
sucks.
light glows above him, and then just
He's just
snuffs out. Yeah, his neck is at a very unnatural angle. You can't see his face, but he hit the ground pretty hard.
I'm going to turn back towards the archers. How important is that man to you?
One guy kind of pushes past the other ones. He seems like he's a little bit more senior. Quite important. He was our leader. He was the crowned god, and he was leading us in here to rescue your captured friends.
Did you do that?
Did we do what?
Did you rescue our captured friends?
No, not yet.
What were you waiting for?
Well, we were sneaking in through a passage.
Why didn't you warn us that
Just
you were
Will-
good people?
They were running up behind you. We didn't have time. He just told us to fire. We
Well,
snuck.
that's why his neck's broken.
We snuck around the. He's talking at normal volume. You can't hear this.
Oh, okay.
We snuck around the scouts in the forest. There's an army outside of this fortification down the path into the valley. I'm surprised you were all able to even get past them.
That's not important. Okay, so this army, they're the ones who have Zaiko and our friends in here?
The army was protecting this fort out there. The soldiers that were down here with the captured villagers, and they had scouts in the forest to try to keep you all, the Wolves of Moonreach, from reaching here. Uthor led us through the passageway into the fortification, and we came out here on the parapet to make sure everything was okay. We were going to take those soldiers out.
Well, this is awkward because, I mean, we could have all done this ourselves, but, okay.
We
so,
learned that the prince was being held captive, along with several of your friends.
Which prince?
Prince Othis.
You know about Othis?
Well, it became pretty apparent when he and some of your friends approached the council, and he made himself known, and they didn't take too kindly to that.
Did they believe him?
It seems that they did. They captured everyone, and we don't know exactly what happened after that. But Uthor was there, and he thought it better to use subterfuge.
Do you know where the king is, the boy king?
We do not. He has been missing for some time.
Shit. Okay, well,
Since shortly after his marriage.
so never fear. We should be able to bring your friend back, I think. Her stag.
Well, you guys.
Yeah.
Can you bring him back if we have access to more stuff?
Yeah. Well, wait. Let me check my...
What were you going to say, Pinwin?
While you guys were talking, Pinwin's like on his knees and he's crying and he's screaming, "Why? I just want one friend who doesn't die."
Undying my ass.
Looks pretty dead to me.
Do you have the spell or not?
Gorbel, what are you doing while this is going on?
Hey, Tomar? Can you ask them if Jennifer is in there?
Yeah, I will.
Oh yeah, I don't have to yell up because we're all linked. Yeah, we just gotta bring him back within 10 days.
Oh,
if you want to spend that kind of gold.
Herstag, I asked a question. I'm waiting for an answer.
Well, he asked me first, so.
As long as we get him back to our hideout within 10 days, he should be fine. We can bring him back. But, yeah, I think...
What about the others that you just murdered?
Can't do much about them unless you guys have a lot of gold or something, because it's like $1,000 a pop, I think, each time we bring someone back. I mean, this is your leader. Obviously, he's more important to you than... I mean, I'm not gonna shorthand. You guys are probably close. All of you are tight-knit thing, but what is one life compared to another life? Blah blah blah. I'm saying we can bring him back. We can't undo this, but you guys know that you signed on for a dangerous mission, and I mean, you could have been befallen all sorts of ill. I mean, it's ironic that it was us. But
he just keeps going.
I mean, here we are. Really, I'm sorry.
The archer will remember that. He nods. All right. We can. I suppose that's all right. Well,
I'm still ugly crying. You probably maybe hear me a little bit.
Any word on Jennifer?
Did you see a chicken with a hat?
I did not see a chicken with a hat, no.
Gorbel, I don't think they found them yet, so we're going to have to look in here before we can find Jennifer.
Fine.
Well, now that this is done, maybe you guys can go round up the bodies or whatever.
I suppose we'll have to do that.
While
yes.
we go in and then look for our friends.
All of that clamor, though, might bring some of the army up this way. It was very loud.
Well, then you should probably move quickly.
Well, I'm just saying for your benefit if you're planning on going in there.
Well, I mean, the longer we talk about it, the sooner they'll be here. So maybe we should disperse and ready break. And then I start walking towards the tower.
You hear like a bunch of grumbling behind you.
What are we doing?
We're going in.
Do I need to come up, or is there a door down here?
Do I see a door up here?
There is a door up there at the end of the hallway, basically where all the smashed archers are. You'd have to like walk past all their slick, grimy viscera.
Do I see a door?
There is
down low?
there is a main door down below.
We should probably go
Perfect.
in together. Are there stairs on the parapets that lead down or anything?
No, it just goes to a doorway. There's one on either side.
Why did they shoot so many arrows at so few people behind us?
Well, there's a bunch,
Oh.
but 3 made it out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's if you were to look back, Herstag, you could see there's like
They're still coming.
25 or so soldiers dead with arrows in them.
Such a lack of communication.
Pinwin's still crying, kneeling down next
All
to the
that
body. A shadow.
Why do we keep accidentally killing?
Pinwin! Shh! Cry in your head.
It's like louder now. I'm gonna use one of my dimension dice to teleport down there.
Okay. You teleport down next to Herstag and Gorbel and the crying Pinwin.
I'm gonna go up to Pinwin. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. There, buddy.
We keep killing all these people. And usually it's probably okay because they're baddies, but sometimes we accidentally kill goodies, and I don't like it anymore.
I mean, Pinwin, unfortunately, this is war, and there's a lot of innocent people, young and old, that die during it. I mean, everyone that runs at somebody or shoots at somebody knows that they could be the next one up, you know? Like, and we all know that we could be the next one up. I mean, if this is too hard for you, which I understand, then we can take you back to Wolves Rest, and you can take some time off and recuperate and think things out.
I don't know. Is there a way to stop? Stop killing so many. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. It's weighing on me to kill good people. I don't want to kill good people.
Well, boys, I think we're going to get killed if we don't hurry the hell up.
I suppose
For
it
now,
makes sense.
They should have said something.
For now,
That's the moral of the story.
He
Pinwin,
was trying
I understand.
to save us.
I've taken many lives during this, and I don't blame you at all for feeling bad about it. But right now, the reality is our friends are in there somewhere, and we got to get them out, and then we can talk about this later, okay?
Okay, yeah, I do miss Dirty. And everyone else, but
Well, let's make sure he's okay, all right?
yeah,
That way it's not all for nothing.
all right.
All right. Attaboy.
Okay.
And with that, you guys are going to do what? Approach the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do find as you approach the door, you see that the soldiers are kind of trying to clean up the mess. What are you guys going to do with
Do they look all
Uthor?
jaded and pissed
Oh,
off?
they look real upset. Like, you can see many angry looks thrown your way, Tomar. A few of them kind of look at you, Herstag, with anger. But most of them are directed right at you.
I disregard their gaze.
What are you going to do with Uthor? Just leave him there?
No, we'll take him inside. Can I
No.
carry him?
No.
He's kind of big, right?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Do you see that tree down that way?
Who are you talking to?
Anybody who's around Uthor's body?
It's just you guys around Uthor's body. Everybody else is up there on the parapet.
If you want him brought back, you got to bring him over that tree way over there. You see it?
I see it.
All right.
We'll find a way down.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, you approach the door, and then you hear one of the archers say, "Be careful inside. There are many beasts they have released to protect the fort."
I back up from the door. Well, by beast, what do you mean? Do you mean like animal or monster?
Monster.
How do you know that?
Because we had to move around them without being seen. We know what's inside this fort, at least for a couple of the hallways, before we came up here.
Hey, why don't you come down here for a sec?
We can't. There's no stairs.
How'd you get up there then?
We came in through a secret passage, moved through the fort, as I explained earlier. And then
I
we
think
were
I
up
missed
here.
that part. Sorry.
It's all right. There was a lot of
I'm
chaos.
just really sorry about that.
Well, thanks for warning us.
Yes.
Do you recognize any of the beasts you saw?
It looked like there was some serpentine creatures in there. Looked like a couple of creatures that perhaps could walk on walls. I don't know much. None of us really did. It's nothing we've ever encountered before.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Shit. Okay, so let's take...
Maybe just have them like hang out and kind of watch and wait for that army to show up or something.
Isn't that what they're gonna do?
I don't know. I missed a bunch of stuff.
They're fine. Okay, so, all right, let's take stock of the inventory we have. I've used a lot of my portal powers today. Don't have much of that left.
Your poor pals.
We have Moonreach cocktails, some of them.
Yeah.
I have those fire leaves, just a couple.
Oh, you still have those?
Just a couple.
They didn't disappear when we
Nope.
transported here.
Still
did
have them.
they? Okay. Herstag, you got anything funky?
Yeah, I mean, I've got whirlwind. I can get us out of here if we hurry up with a transport via plants.
Okay, well, we should try and be sneaky like they were.
I have pyrotechnics for fun.
Okay. That does sound fun.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do that in a very enclosed space, but
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw it out there.
okay. That's good,
I
Pinwin.
grabbed a couple of potions from Let before I left.
Oh, okay. What are they?
One is called the Chameleon Potion.
That sounds useful.
I'm assuming it does that lizardy thing where you like turn into, it like disguises you, I think.
Like a chameleon?
I would assume.
Okay.
And then there's also an undead potion.
What is it?
Turn undead.
What do you have then? What is it called?
A potion of turn undead.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Gorbel.
Oh.
Douchebag.
A potion called Turn Undead.
Oh.
You might.
I definitely know what it is. Do you not know what that is, Gorbel?
No, it just sounded useful. I just took it.
I used to have that power when I was a cleric. It, if you see undead, you can huck it at them probably, and they'll just turn the other way and go away. Sometimes.
Are you
just
fucking
turns them
serious? It is
around?
literally like they
What
turn
kind of
around.
potion?
Well, if you let me finish, I was just about to say, sometimes if they're weak enough undead, they will straight up explode. Which is good. If we run into a lot of undead, then definitely throw that.
Now, should we just try to, like, restrain these monsters just in case they're, like, our best friends or something? I'm just kind of worried about killing innocents at this point.
Me too, Hers. How about, if we can, we do? Yeah? Restrain? What do you think?
If we can, we don't even interact with them. If we can move past them without fighting them, all the better.
I like it. We can be sneaky, right?
You got that pass without trace?
You know I do. Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right.
But if we see monsters, and they could be our friends, which I haven't even ever considered until Herstag said that.
Never?
No. Maybe we can look them over and see if we can see anything familiar about them. Like a shoe that one of them favors, or fancy hat.
And if they try to get us, I'll just watery sphere them.
All right. I suppose I could probably maybe make some traps.
Watery
too, if we wanna
sphere is
make some
pretty
traps,
loud.
but that could take some time.
Like that might alert more monsters.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not super loud.
Well,
It's like
if anyone
a
has-
big ball of rushing water.
Yeah.
I'll
If
cast.
anyone has anything quiet.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace at second level.
All right, so you cast Pass Without a Trace. Okay, so you guys are now standing in front of this door. What would you like to do?
I gingerly open it.
You find that it is not able to be gingerly opened.
Oh. Damn it. Our whole plan.
Is there any other way inside?
Is there
No.
a lock on the door?
I mean, not from the outside, but this is a fort.
Can Mage Hand move through doors?
You can cast it on the other side of a door,
Okay.
I would read it.
but
on
you
that
wouldn't be able
first.
to see, I don't think.
I think you have to be able to see.
Can you feel?
You can use the hand to open an unlocked door.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like in that same vein, it gave a lot of very specific examples there. So I feel like you could also use it to
Turn a
unlock
lock.
a door.
If you
But
can
not
see
open it?
Because it didn't say anything about you being able to feel with it.
It didn't say
this
you
would
had to
be-
see it, though.
But it
This would
didn't
be-
say you couldn't feel with it. See,
I'm going to say
This
you
is
can't,
subject to DM's
you can't
rule.
feel with it. You could potentially, if it's within 30 feet, obviously you could cast it on the other side of a door, but if you can't feel with it, you'd be...
Just slapping.
Or
the
see
door
where
in
it's going.
Yeah. Unless you had a way of seeing the other side of the door.
Do we have a way?
Do we?
That was a very...
Yeah, whoa.
Unpause. Okay, you guys are at this door. It does not open easily. In fact, you find that trying to pull on it does nothing.
Is it locked?
Might seem that way.
I was asking. Character.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Shut up, son.
I think it's locked. I totally would be able to open it otherwise.
Can I cast Mislead, which creates my little body double? Will it be able to move through a door?
Does it say you can move through stuff?
No. Doesn't say I can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That one's interesting because I remember that you used it to see through it and you were able to do stuff with it, right?
Yeah, I can't do like much with it.
If you're
but
attacked,
I can see and like interact with things.
because
So
isn't it a double though? Wouldn't it just act like a physical form?
Let's hear what it says.
you want the whole thing?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
Do we pause?
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Maybe pause.
Well, fuck. The range is self.
But if you walk right up to the door and touch the door, maybe it'd pop in on the other
Or
side.
if I
of it.
like lean, like press my whole body against
Then it has
the door.
no choice but to be on the other side.
What is it gonna do? Like show up inside the door? Nah. Okay. You become invisible at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your double up to twice your speed, make a gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through its eyes, hear through its ears, as if you were located where it is. On each of your turns as a bonus action, you can switch from using its senses to using your own, or back again. While you are using its senses, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. The end.
Yeah, the main problem to that is that it's right where you're standing.
Yeah, that's a big old bummer.
Herstag, can you teleport into there?
I was just thinking about that, and no, I can't.
Why?
Because I can't. I can only teleport myself or someone else to a place that I can see.
Is it a keyhole?
Now, if we can find a window or something that we can see through, I could teleport in there or teleport one of you guys in.
There are any windows on this bitch?
Not down on this level. The windows
This
are
is
all
taking
up
way too
higher.
long. What is the door made of?
You know,
Wood.
I could actually. I did get this. I did
Should
learn
we just
this
burn this
spell.
door down?
I mean, or we could do that.
What was your suggestion, Pinwin?
I did learn the spell Dimension Door. I could maybe, put someone on the other side of that door.
What does it do? Do you have to see where they're teleporting?
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range, which is 500 feet. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight down or upward to the northwest at a 45-degree angle. You can bring long objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller, who's carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast a spell.
Perfect.
All right.
You just better hope there's not a wall right behind this door.
I mean, you can visualize a doorway, but it could very well be a pit of spikes.
There is a bad part, though. If you arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you.
So yeah, that would basically be you can do a place that you can't see because
It's a
otherwise
risk.
that wouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if you're willing to try that, Pinwin, just be careful.
Sure. If
You
it
could
means
just,
I can rescue some of our friends, then why not?
Maybe just teleport like a good 5 feet past the door or something.
Okay.
5 feet? That's kind of that's a ways.
Or like
Why don't you
3
just
feet.
be me?
I'm out of wild shapes.
I'll start doing Dimension Door.
How does that work, Herstag? How do you run out of doing that?
I can only do it twice per short rest.
When were you doing that?
It's so weird when you quote like rules. Like
Yeah.
Herstag.
I don't know how to
Can you-
describe
It's
Can you
basically like
find-
describing like the energy to use that. It's like I would say like a specific type
yeah.
of energy that
so
weighs.
it just kind of, I don't know, it wears on my form. when I use it, and it takes time to replenish. I need to rest.
I guess that makes sense. So, like, I can only do so many ethereal powers.
If I were to try to shift again, my body might rip apart or something.
Or you're
Trapped forever like Animorphs.
Like,
There you go.
Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
That-
Read Animorphs, guys.
That's just what I learned in Druid school.
Druid
Don't
school?
ever try to transform more than twice per short rest, unless you're a level 20.
That's what it said in the book.
Level 20.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway,
We'll have to wait and see.
Meta. All right, so Pinwin, you're going to cast Dimension Door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I take my finger.
Are you standing right up to the door? Tell me where you are in relation to the door. How far away from it?
Yeah, I'll come over to the door and
Okay.
to cast it. I'm gonna draw a little door with my finger. I like to imagine. I don't know. Can I have as much liberation with that? Like, I imagine my finger just lighting up a little bit, like a little sparkler,
Sure, for flavor, yeah.
and then just making a little door.
Maybe you're singing a song
and then
while you're doing it?
Yep, and then I open it up and I hop on it and say 3 feet from the door.
So, you guys watch Pinwin disappear. Pinwin, on the other side of the door, you are in a cavernous hallway of a fort, and it is dimly lit. There are torches along the wall, but they're very far spaced, and you can't see. Give me a perception check, though.
23.
Okay, you can see down the hallway quite a bit. It's dim, but it kind of disappears into the darkness. However, you do hear there is the sound of movement down the hallway, kind of subtle, slight. You can just make it out.
Okay.
But now you turn around and you look at the door, and you can see there's a large beam crossing the door itself, keeping it sealed closed. But there's no one guarding it or anything like that.
That'd do it. Okay, so there's a beam. There's probably something down the hall, but, can I move the beam or is it too heavy?
You can try.
I'm going to try to move the beam.
Give me athletics.
All right. Okay. Not bad. 17.
17. You put your shoulder underneath it, and you can pop it just a little bit, but it's not enough to get it all the way. You do see that there is a spear leaning up against the wall next to the door, as if somebody rested it there. You also see that there's a barrel against the wall, too.
How's it going in there, Pinwin?
Well, there's a metal thing that opens the door, but I'm strong, but, it's just a little tough, so I'm gonna just try getting creative or something.
Hey, Pinwin.
Yeah?
I'm trying to do this really quiet. I know I'm thinking it, but I don't want everybody else to really hear it.
Well, they're gonna.
Do you, remember that song that we wrote together that one time?
Which one?
The one about cake?
Cake. Maybe.
Yeah, chocolate cake, it's the best cake ever. Chocolate cake, it's the best cake ever. Chocolate cake is the best cake ever. Chocolate cake
for me. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What does that have to do with anything?
inspiration.
Yeah.
You are now inspired, Pinwin.
Let me...
Thanks, Gorbs. I love that song.
It's 1d12.
All right.
Give me a 1d12 roll.
Okay.
So 6, or no, that's
9.
9. So you have 9 bardic inspiration that you can use for something if you would like.
Can I use that for strength? Can I try again?
You may try with strength one more time. So give me an athletics check, and if you would like to add that to it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so 17 plus 9.
Okay, so 25.
26.
6. Math. So now that you're inspired by the song that Gorbel gave you, you shove your shoulder underneath there and you summon an amount of strength that otherwise you don't think you could have done without Gorbel's encouragement, but you... And you're able to slide the bar off, and you move out of the way as it ting, 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 hits the ground, and releasing the door. But then you hear a from down the hallway.
That's fair. All right, our visitors are down the hallway, but I'm super strong, so door's ready for you.
I pull it open.
It opens.
Get inside. Come on.
So everyone go into super stealth mode.
Yeah.
Pinwin slaps himself against the wall.
I'm just crouched down really low.
Yeah, everybody give me stealth.
And we are doing Pass Without a Trace, yeah?
Yes.
So that means...
Add 10.
Add 10.
34.
Ooh, that's fucking good.
18, because I rolled really bad.
Me too.
17, and that was disadvantage.
Nice.
18.
Okay, so Pinwin basically disappears behind... Pinwin basically disappears behind that barrel. You just slip back there, and you guys all kind of crowd in different corners, in like the darkest corners, and you watch as this shambling shape appears from down the hallway. It's wrapped with many, almost like ribbons or bandages around it.
Goddamn mommy!
And it,
What the fuck is that?
It is a fucking mummy.
it looks like a fucking mummy. It's a goddamn mommy.
Episode name. Goddamn mommy.
And it shambles.
Is that an undead?
I wouldn't waste that potion on one.
I don't want it coming near me, Tomar.
Are there
It
any?
looks pretty not alive.
Are there any candles or torches?
There's
on
torches
the walls?
along the walls, yeah.
Where's the closest one to
Would
us?
be right next to you guys.
I'm gonna snuff it out with Druidcraft.
The zombie. The mummy.
Mommy.
The mommy looks around.
Then I'm gonna snuff out the one that's near him if he's within 30 feet. Is there any?
Yeah, there's one right by him. And it's now in the dark. And
Pinwin puts his goggles on.
and it doesn't seem to be able to find you guys. The light having just left, it probably blinded it a little bit because it was staring in the light, even as dim as it was, and so it's momentarily blinded. You can tell because it looks around and you see it like blinking.
All right, time to sneak.
You guys gonna all move forward?
I
Okay.
will snuff out the lights as we go.
Okay. So you guys move past the God damn it, the mommy. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a zombie. So you guys move down the hallway. And it doesn't seem to notice you. It keeps walking forward. You go for a little bit, and you see that there's a couple of passageways that you are coming up on. There's two to your left and one up to your right, but you can still go straight.
Can I
So
see?
the two to the left, one of them is that one, the straight one?
No, you guys are going straight. There's two passageways to your left, one to your right.
Can I use survival to see if I recognize any footprints of people maybe being dragged in or like?
Give me survival.
That was not so good. Let's see. Oh, right, but it's 18.
18. You're able to see in like the dust and grime because it's a pretty dirty little hallway here.
Pretty dirty.
Pretty dirty.
Pretty dirty.
You can see the tracks from the passageway that the mommy took. The mommy, I'm sorry. And that one came out of the first passageway to your left. But that's the only one you can really discern.
Okay. Well, I see a track where this creature came from. I can't see other tracks. What do you think?
Would the mummy have been protecting or guarding where we need to go?
I don't know. Should we ask it?
Most likely, yes.
So you think we should go left?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys take the left passageway and you follow it down. There's still some torches, and you're snuffing them out every time you guys walk down. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're snuffing out all these torches. The passageway goes on for a while, but the first turn to your left is actually a staircase. You can see there are a row of, on the right-hand side, there's a row of 3 doors as well.
Which way does the staircase go?
It goes up.
Well, when I was scrying, Zaiko was way high up. So I think we're
Stairs are
going the
good.
right direction.
Yeah.
Do you think we should go up first then?
Well, we can at least save the one that we know is alive.
That's true.
That's true. He might be able to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we can go up.
Okay, so you guys go up the stairs. All right, you turn up the stairs and you're in another hallway. You can either go left or you can either go right. If you were to peek around the corner, they look pretty much identical.
The stairs only go up one level.
Only one level.
Any tracks?
Give me a survival check.
All right. So that would be 31.
So you see to your right, there is a section of the rock that looks really scuffed up as if it's been heavily traveled. You don't see anything like that on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, you can see the stone has been scuffed pretty heavily.
Let's go right. There's been some people moving about here.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go right and you head down the hallway. Give me a perception.
Natural
Feels
20.
good to be a half.
So
20
that's
total.
30 total.
20 total from me.
28.
8.
11.
Ooh, nice.
So Pinwin and Tomar, you can hear like a kind of a crumbling sound, like a.
Oh.
And Gorbel, you can't hear anything at the moment. Herstag, I almost called you by your real name. Embarrassing. Herstag, you down at the end of the hallway, you can see something shambling, and it looks like it's trying to get in somewhere, and it looks like it's trying to burrow into rock, and you can see some of the rock it's trying to get into is crumbling around it, like, and it's scratching. It's a humanoid figure, also wrapped up.
Why are you touching me?
Herstag puts his hands out to stop you guys.
There's something moving at the end of the hall. Do you see that?
I heard something.
No.
There's something. There's something trying to dig through the wall or dig through a door or something.
Is it another
Does that sound
mummy?
like stone being scratched at?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
does.
That sounds
That's
kind of
way
like
stone
it, yeah.
being scratched.
You
at.
can't
Yeah,
hear
that
that?
sounds pretty stony.
Everyone else hears it.
I hear absolutely nothing.
Come on.
It's okay. It's all good. So, can we move around it?
Well, it's you can't see it. Herstag, you are the only one to see it. It's like the hallway itself is about 15 feet wide, and it's on the right-hand side, and it's like pulling at stone on the wall, and you can see little pebbles and dust dropping down. So it's off to the right-hand side.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we can move around it. He's on the right side, or she might be a girl, scratching on the right side there. So if we can just squeeze along the left side.
Yeah,
Well, why is
they're
it
on a
scratching the wall, though?
It's
What if
probably on
there's
a
something-
mission.
I can't see that.
What if there's something important behind there?
We can get a better look if we move up.
That's
okay,
true.
all right.
But just be real quiet.
All
It's
right.
right there.
Super stealth.
Okay, give me another stealth sneak roll.
29.
12.
Holy shit, I
No,
got
wait,
better
14.
than Pinwin.
22.
That's great.
I rolled not good. So.
We still have the plus 10, right?
Yes.
So you three move up, and you see you're snuffing it out, right? So you're snuffing out all the flames. You guys move along, and you three pass. Tomar, your heavy boot fall when you get real close to this mummy kind of scrapes against the stone accidentally. Give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check, whatever you prefer.
13.
13. So you see, as you guys get close, this mummy is pulling pieces out of the wall very slowly with its hands, and you can see that there's like dried blood on its fingers as it's trying to pull into this. And you make that scratch with your foot, Tomar, and it moves to look at you, and just in time, you kind of crouch down and like slink to the side, and it doesn't seem to notice you, but it immediately goes back to scratching at the wall. You guys have seen that it has made a hole in the wall, and there's tons of pebbles and debris down at its feet. And in the wall, it looks like it's trying to get to some sort of chest that has been embedded in the wall itself.
That's
Do
interesting.
we want that chest?
Does it remind us of the Underdark chest?
It does not. It looks like just a standard chest. But it seems to be trying to get to it.
Why would a
It'd be
mummy
kinda-
want to do a chest?
Right, it'd be kind of cool to see what's in the chest, you know?
It would be cool.
It'd be
But do we
pretty
have
cool.
time to start investigating things like this?
Also, can I just leave it and feel okay?
That might be part of growing up, Pinwin.
Oh, growing up is hard.
Realistically, why is there ever a chest with anything good in it in a random tower, you know?
But what if it's like really, really good?
What if
That
it's
might-
really, really bad?
That might be the answer to all our problems right there.
Yeah,
in
what
that
if
chest.
it's like a master key to all the doors and the mummy just like wanted to go to a really cool room?
How strong does this mummy look?
We should kill him.
It's hard to tell. Give me perception
We don't
or
have-
insight. Sorry.
Remember, we're doing restrain. We could restrain the mummy.
Let's restrain
15.
him.
15.
I have amazing.
You think that if you were to, I mean, it's pulling rock out of the wall with its bare hands. It's definitely not weak, and you've never encountered anything like this before. So, caution might be the best option. It definitely doesn't look weak though.
Might be kind of tough.
What if we like distracted it?
I could paralyze him.
I mean, Pinwin, you have illusions.
I sure do.
You could put it down the hall where we already were.
Just what I was thinking. All right, I'm gonna try that. What should I put down the hole?
A female mummy with huge boobs.
Holding a treasure. And not a beggar treasure. Better one. That's gotta do something. So I'll cast minor illusion down the hall
Okay.
of a lady mummy holding a big old treasure.
Okay. How far down the hall?
As far as it'll let me, so it's visible still? Would 30 feet still be visible?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Is there a torch near the image?
Near the image? I
Yeah.
mean, you could definitely.
I can light
There,
one with
it's set about like
prestidigitation.
every like
Well,
40
hers
feet or
said
so.
good,
Like so yeah, at the same time I will turn that torch back on.
So, and then you create a mummy.
Mm-hmm. Holding a treasure.
Holding a treasure. How big of a treasure chest?
Super big.
Is it just is it just a chest or is it an actual magical item or something?
It'll look like the treasure that we see in the wall, but bigger.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you create this thing, and the light comes on, and okay, yeah, the mummy turns and looks down the hallway, and it sees this other mummy standing there with this treasure chest, slightly bigger than the one it's trying to get towards, and it drops its hands and starts shambling that way towards it, about 30 feet away, very slowly.
Man, I kind of feel bad for the mummy, but
We'll save
let's see
him or
what's in there.
something.
Okay. I'm gonna look in the treasure.
How does the chest
Well, is it still lodged in the
Look.
wall?
It's lodged in the wall, but you think that you could, if you were careful, you could remove it, but you'd have to be very, very careful.
Okay, all right.
What do you mean?
Like, it's in there, but it might make noise. It's tucked pretty firmly in there, so you'd have to be careful if you wanted to remove it.
I have such delicate hands. I'll try to move a rock really quietly.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
That's about as bad as I can do. 9.
9?
Fuck.
Well, luckily, a couple of rocks crumble, but the mummy doesn't seem to notice. It just keeps walking towards this other mummy illusion.
See, it's delicate hands.
Let me grab one side of it.
All right, all right.
Give me a sleight of hand.
You grab the other.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand combined.
Much better. 19.
I am rolling crap holes today.
Crap holes.
10.
Okay.
But
and
I
you
did
got
19.
Okay, so you guys very carefully. It's a little rough on Gorbel's end. It's wedged in there, and your hands are a little bit larger than Pinwin's. But you guys combined are able to very carefully pull this chest out. And you can see that it's not a very big one. It's maybe like 1 foot by 1 foot, and you slide it out.
This better be good.
Is it locked? Can I see?
Give me a... yeah, just give me an investigation check.
18?
Yes, it appears to be locked.
Why are all the good treasures locked?
We don't know it's a good treasure.
We don't even know it's a treasure.
I mean, it's in a chest. What? Treasure. You're right.
So what are you guys going to do?
Proceed.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about this.
Can I?
I want to find our friends.
Can I inspect it to see if see if it's like magically trapped?
Give me an Arcana check. Or do you have Detect Magic? Then that would be...
Oh, I could have done that, but that would have taken 10 minutes.
Oh.
We can just like carry it along. That was 15.
It doesn't seem to be magical, the chest, but you can tell that there's something magical inside of it.
Ooh.
Is the lock metal?
Yes.
Hey, Hers, can you heat the metal of the lock and maybe kind of just melt it on off of that?
I mean, maybe I could if I had a rest.
Oh, man.
I can.
Yeah,
Let's
there we
just-
go.
But I would really like to find our
Yes,
friends and
we
get out
might-
of
It's
here.
true.
We might need our spells for something else, so let's move on and then open this bad boy when we get to safety. You have the chest. Let's go.
All right. Someone,
Where do we put it?
Somebody has a
can I fit it in
sack
my
or something?
backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, shove it in your backpack. It doesn't weigh very much.
All
So
right.
weighs like a couple of pounds.
Cute little treasure, just good, just my size.
What if it's something...
Carry it with me.
What if
Going
it's
on
just
adventures.
evil locked up in there?
How could such a cute little treasure be so evil?
Whatever evil it is, it's magical.
Oh,
I think until we know what's
magic.
inside Pinwin, maybe we need to stop referring to it as treasure.
Could just be a really old sandwich.
It could be a magical turd for all we know.
But it's magical.
Yeah.
That's something.
All right, if you don't think it should be treasure, that's fine. But I'm gonna whisper back to it and pet it like, "You're my treasure, cute little treasure." Keep going.
We proceed down the hall.
Okay, you guys proceed down the hallway, and you move down a little bit. You can see there's some doors, and but off to your left, there's a staircase going downstairs.
Oh, we don't went downstairs.
But you can see up to your right, there is a staircase going up.
Oh yeah.
We go down the
stairs.
We undo
We
all
go
of that.
back out of the fort.
Our job is done.
We got the chest.
Did it, guys!
Wait, why are we here? Shit.
Okay, so you guys head up the staircase,
Yes.
and now this is at the end of a hallway, the staircase, so you can only go left. And you look down, and it seems to be empty, but there are rows of torches every 40 feet or so.
All right.
So as you walk, are you going to move sneakily? Mm-hmm. Give me a roll.
Duh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm feeling really empowered with this treasure. I have 39.
26.
22.
Okay, you guys move down, and luckily the hallway is empty, so it's not too bad. But,
Chode.
well, I mean,
Are you
caution
rolling at
is...
disadvantage?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm wearing heavy-ass clanky armor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't remember why you were rolling a disadvantage for this. Okay. Anyway.
Elijah had to spoil the fun.
So,
I didn't write the rules.
you move down and you come up to not a T intersection, but a four-way intersection. You can continue to go forward, but there's
Lowercase T intersection.
lowercase T intersection. And there's
Wait, a four-way intersection includes our way, right?
Yeah, that's one of the ways. So you can go straight, you could go left, you could go right.
We could go.
Could we go?
Can
So
I?
it's a T?
Can I roll survival?
Yeah,
A lowercase T.
Yes, Pinwin.
It's an X.
I'm gonna look for some tracks here. I started to talk like her saying tracks here. Hi, I'm Herstag.
You see any tracks there,
I
Pinwin?
rolled. What did I roll? I rolled 26.
I hate this.
That's some nice checking for tracks
And
here,
I'm real good at
Pinwin.
this here treasure
Herstag.
hunting. I mean,
He's making
track
fun of you.
hunting.
Why would you do that?
This isn't in character.
Wonderful. So
Just for
interestingly enough, Pinwin, you see tracks going both the left path and the forward path, but not to the right.
Oh, I hate when this happens. It's going left and this way and not these ways. But that means that there's 2 options, and I hate that.
Could we discern where we might be in the tower? Like,
give
we're going like in a circle / up. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a general intelligence check. You would have it at an advantage, Herstag.
Advantage?
Yes.
Oh, because I was here before?
16?
That still wasn't good. 10.
6.
16?
3.
So, you guys have been turned around pretty well in here, even you, Herstag.
Because he snuffs out all the lights.
Pinwin, you you taste your tongue, or you taste your fingertip to measure the wind, and you are fairly certain it's still a little wonky, but you think that the path to the left would take you like towards the front of the tower or of the fort, like kind of in the direction you sort of came from, and the path straight ahead of you would take you kind of to the east side of the fort.
Hey, Hers, when you came to check up on Zaiko, when you were there, did you happen to see what part of the building it's on? Because this side's the front of the building, and this side's like the side of the building.
He would have been really high up and in the front because I could see like that area that we were fighting in.
Well,
I could see that from the window.
that settles it. All right, we're going that way.
Okay, so you guys take the left path, and you wander on down, and it's kind of a long hallway, and you, as you make your way, everybody give me perception.
Oh, yeah.
19.
15.
6.
Not very perceptive on this
28.
occurrence. Okay, Pinwin, before anybody else, you can hear, as you guys are moving along, you can hear like you can hear the sounds of something being hit and someone crying out. After a few more paces, Tomar, you're able to hear it, and then Herstag, and then finally Gorbel.
What is that?
It sounds like somebody being hit.
Somebody's getting whipped or something.
Oh, what jerks.
Let's go save him.
Let's go.
Unless it's a bad guy.
Unless it's kinky.
That's definitely leather. I can tell.
Well-oiled leather.
We'll move forward.
So you guys move down, and it gets louder and louder. You hear like a...
Guys, that does not sound consensual.
Oh, we've got to help him now.
And you...
Safe word.
You can tell that you're coming up to a T intersection.
Little or
Can
big.
we use our ears to see
Big.
which side the sound's
Give me
coming
another
from?
perception roll. Well, actually, with your passive perception, you can hear that it's... The closer you get, you can hear it's coming from around the right.
It's right. Right is right. Let's go.
Okay.
To the right.
And you guys round the corner, and you can see at the end of a hallway... At the end of the hallway is a door, and there seem to be glyphs around the door, and they definitely look magical.
Is there like a window in the door or anything?
There is not. It is a wooden door.
Is it a French door?
And you notice on the left-hand side, you can see that there's windows, little slit arrow windows all along. And if you look out, you can see you're overlooking the area outside that you had previously occupied. And now you can see off in the distance a small contingent of soldiers are slowly moving up. They're still about 500-600 feet off, but they're walking very slowly and carefully as if they're looking around for something.
What kind of glyphs are these?
They're magical, and they seem to be written in... Pause. Sorry, let me pull this up.
Written in pause.
Shadow!
I like your pause noise. So cute.
Does anybody speak Sylvan?
Yo.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, give me an Arcana check with the advantage.
Oh. Yeah.
21.
21. You know that this is a barrier spell, and you know that while someone, like, there's a safety mechanism on a barrier spell. So when you go, somebody has it up, it would only allow one other person to pass it. Kind of very similar to the one that you guys encountered at the feast in Deepminster. You know that if more than you would know this, that more than one passage through it would basically disintegrate anybody else who tried to follow.
Oh, what does
That's
that
a
So
hell
you-
of a trap.
And from the other side of it, you can hear the.
Oh, we got it. What
All
do we
right, so
do?
anyone who tries to pass that barrier will be disintegrated.
Oh, man. All
I'm gonna
right.
try.
You mean like our bodies will just...
Yeah. Just don't go through
Can we
there.
just, like,
You would know that
destroy it?
one person might be able to, one person might be able to pass through without being disintegrated, but there would be no more than that
One person might be able to pass through.
Might be.
Who?
with a decent enough wisdom save.
Is this
With
a door
save.
we can, like...
I wouldn't risk it.
Is this a door we can, like, crack open?
The door looks like it can be opened.
I say.
Hold on.
Can we...
That's
Wait.
going to trigger the trap. That's going to trigger the
Really?
trap.
If you
Do
crack
not-
it open?
No.
Oh, come on.
Just give me a second.
Oh, but
Give
there...
me Dispel magic. I'm going to try it at 3rd level.
Okay.
If it's not high enough, then I'll have to roll for it. So
It's higher than 3rd level.
okay, so the DC equals 4th level or higher. Make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So how do you calculate that?
The level of the spell, you roll
10
and
plus the spell's okay.
Yep.
I get it.
All right.
So that is plus my wisdom would be 22.
22 dispels.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
However, you see, Herstag, at the bottom, those glyphs, they are darkened. But as you've dispelled it, one on the left-hand side starts to turn back on, and then the other one
Oh, come on.
as if there's a very limited amount of time.
All right. We got to rush through. Now.
Okay.
There's a timer.
Tell me,
Alright.
tell me who's going through first, second, third, and fourth.
First.
Second.
Third.
Is that how it would actually go?
I feel like Tomar would
I think
definitely
I
go
would have been
first.
first because I was right there trying to
I mean, you
dispel
were
the
right
magic.
there.
Okay, you're 1st. Okay, then Tomar.
I'm super duper eager.
Then who would be right after Tomar?
Me.
Okay, so you'd be taking up the rear.
I guess so.
Okay. Herstag, you
Oh, yeah.
open the door and walk through. Tomar being second, give me a wisdom save.
17.
17. Pinwin, give me a wisdom save.
13.
Okay. Tomar, so Herstag, you make it through. Tomar, you pass through, and just as you pass through, you feel the searing pain at your back as these glyphs light back up. You're going to take 2 damage. But you guys are both in the room. You see this happen, and you see Pinwin this like almost like a magical energy cross the threshold of the door, and you can see him kind of wince as he moves through, and you see the glyphs light back up. So you two are on this other side now.
All right. Is the door still open?
The door is still open, and you guys can see inside, and you guys can see Lord General Volmark. He's got a cat of 9 tails, and he's hitting Zaiko
Oh, he's so dead.
over and over. And Zaiko seems to be ebbing between being awake and asleep, and he yelps every time this guy hits him. And you can see there's one other person inside this room.
What do they look like?
The other person?
Yes.
It just seems to be this very seriously, like, on guard soldier. He's got a menacing aura about him. You've never seen him before.
He looks like a soldier, though.
He looks like a soldier, but you've never seen him before, and he sees you guys because Lord General Volmark's back is turned to you. You can see his graying hair. He's a human, and you remember him from before as he is the Lord Commander of all the armies. And
He's the guy I tried to headbutt, right?
yes. No, that was a different guy.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right.
Oh, wait, yeah. He's the guy that you guys
drowned in the
interacted
ocean.
with. Yeah, that guy drowned in the ocean. He's the guy you guys interacted with in Deepminster. He was the pushing the conversation forward. He's the one who convinced you guys to get on the airship and go to
This guy.
Dark Reach. And he's just and you see the soldier notice you two.
In my head, I'm going to whisper to Herstag, get the guy in the corner.
And that guy, you can see he's noticed you very quickly, and he goes to draw his sword and pull it out of its sheath. Give me initiative.
All right, my initiative was 22.
Okay. So 22 for Tomar. What did you get, Herstag?
I got a 19.
19. Pinwin?
Little shocked by what's going on. 13.
All right. And Gorbel.
16.
Okay. So Tomar, this soldier lowers his head, draws his sword, and you can see there's a magical glint to the blade that he has. And he advances on you. So the room is about 20 foot in circumference. And this guy advances on you. He sees you, Tomar, and he sees that you are dressed very martially, so that's the person he's going to focus on. He walks over to you, and he kind of gives out a, stay back! And he draws the blade, and like I said, you see a magical glint in it, and there's almost like a trail coming from behind it. Give me a wisdom save.
16?
16. You save. You watch as the blade, he flashes it out at you, and you can almost see like a lightning bolt kind of fly off of the blade at you. And you step to the side, and it smacks against the wall, and you can see it scorch the wall. But now it's your turn.
All right, I guess I'll go up to him.
Okay.
28, 27, and then 15.
So 2 of your attacks hit. So you... And the third one misses.
So 10. And then 9.
10 and 9, so 19 damage.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to try and do Blinding Strike. He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
He does not save.
Okay, so then he's blinded by Steel Song.
So you hit him, and you turn the blade, and it catches some of the light and just ting.
I've got a magic sword too, motherfucker.
All right, Herstag, it's your turn.
All right, I'll notice that Tomar's got that guy handled. I will cast Hold Person on
Valmark.
the other guy,
Lord General Volmark.
Valmark.
All right, what's the save?
Wisdom 18.
Natural 20. He
Shit.
you like go to hold, and he shakes it off, and he turns, and now he sees that you're in the room.
Shake it off, Valmark.
And he kind of chuckles. Wolves, well met again.
Hi.
Does he recognize us, though?
He recognizes you, Tomar.
Okay.
He doesn't recognize Herstag.
You should leave our friend alone there, because
Well,
you're about to die.
oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. And you can see that he puts his hand to his side, but he doesn't draw a weapon or anything. Gorbel, it's your turn. Pinwin, you're on deck.
Something funny chuckles, and I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Wisdom
Now-
save of 17. And I don't know if it goes through that.
So here's the thing. What level is that spell?
1.
Okay. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh. I've been rolling so bad tonight. I'm not wise at all.
Or I guess it would be. Would it be charisma? That's what your spell.
what?
Is your spell use charisma?
Yeah, charisma for
Okay,
bards.
then give me a charisma save.
15.
So your spell passes through this barrier.
And
now,
it's Tomar.
and you're aiming at who are you aiming it at?
The Cat of Nine Tails, dude.
Okay, so Volmark. And what's the save on it?
17.
He does not save. So you say, what are you laughing about, Chuckles? And he is hit. And that. Tell me how much damage that's going to do.
So it's not going to do any damage, but I believe he is knocked prone.
Oh yeah, he's in a fit of laughter. Mm-hmm. So he's in a fit of laughter. All of a sudden he's and he drops to the ground. He's clutching his stomach.
He's incapacitated. He is unable to stand.
It's a little unsettling that he's laughing so much. Pinwin, it's your turn.
Not to shoot a guy when he's down, but I'm gonna shoot a guy when he's down. And
That's exactly why I did it, Pinwin.
great,
You
okay.
get disadvantage if you try to shoot him.
Why?
Because
He's on the ground.
You could use your sword.
I get disadvantage?
He's
Why?
on the other side.
Those are the rules.
People
man.
with melee weapons have advantage, but people at range, because it's a flat target, so
Less-
it's not as
Unless
easy.
he's my
likely to
favorite
hit.
enemy.
There you go.
Okay.
Then it would cancel out.
Favorite enemy.
So it would be.
Enemy favored. The bow sings back to you.
Try not to talk when they're
I
doing
was
stuff.
talking as so you'd just get one roll. It wouldn't be advantage.
Even
That's what
with
I was trying to
bow
explain.
spell?
It
Yeah.
would cancel it out.
Yeah.
It would cancel
Like
out
Okay.
the disadvantage.
Okay, I'm also going to do Hunter's Mark at 5th level.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll try it. It's good to be a halfling. Oh, man. Okay. Dang it. 18?
18. You fire the arrow, and the minute it goes to the doorway, it disintegrates.
Oh,
I thought that Pinwin got through.
No, they're on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh.
You two made it through.
Oh, arrows don't work in here? Come on.
All right, the soldier kind of moves to the side. Tomar kind of raises his weapon. He can't see you, but he's still holding his sword in defense, and then he goes to attack again. He swipes the weapon in your direction.
Is this a spell?
Yes.
Guess what, motherfucker? You're getting smacked. So with natural 20. So as my reaction for Mage Slayer, I'm gonna fucking see that he's poised to strike, and then I'm gonna slice the weapon underneath him towards his abdomen.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you hit, obviously.
so 7. So 25.
Okay, so you slice him, and he's like, you said 25?
Yep.
He's like, ugh! And now you're gonna have to do a wisdom save or does that cancel out the attack?
No, but I
Okay.
get advantage on the saving throw.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Oh, holy fuck, dude! You're dropping 20s like bombs, dude. So yeah, it goes with that attack. Just and he goes to throw the lightning bolt from his blade, and it just fires way above you, and you just step out of the way. But now it's your turn.
Nice. God, ooh, I like that feat a lot. All right, gonna chop him again. So 26, 22, and then 15.
Okay, so 2 of the attacks hit again. So
12, and then 17.
okay, so the first attack, we'll say the first one misses because you just got that really good one. You kind of go to attack while he's throwing his spell, so you miss with that first attack. The second one, you bash the pommel of your blade against his face, and the second one, you slash down on his arm, and it cuts a nice big gash on there.
All right, wisdom save.
21.
He saves.
Okay, he is no longer blinded by the light, and his eyes
Blinded
find
by the
you
light.
now, Tomar, and he looks pissed off.
And I'm gonna raise an eyebrow.
Herstag, it's your turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since What's-His-Face was knocked prone, did Herstag have an attack of opportunity on that?
No, because he's far away from him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was close.
He's right here. This other guy's right here.
Attacks of opportunities only come up if someone's moving out of your range in combat.
Never mind. Well, I thought if someone fell down, directly in front of you, that would...
If they are prone, then you'll get advantage on attacks to them.
Okay.
Physical attacks.
So I will walk back to the door, seeing that they're both kind of handled. And I will cast Dispel Magic once again on the door.
Okay.
Try to get them through.
Okay. At what level?
Try it again at 3rd level.
Okay.
Man.
I don't want to waste all my high-level spell slots. Ooh.
Nice going, dipshit.
So that's 10 total.
It does not dispel.
Instead, you wasted a whole spell slot on nothing. Good job. Bravo.
Gorbel, it's your turn. Pinwin, you're on deck.
Proud of you, Elijah.
I'm still concentrating.
Okay, so he will...
You can still do another spell that's not concentration.
Okay. Am I within 60 feet of Zaiko?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
Ugh, I hate rolling d4s. 13.
13. All right, this kind of mist moves towards as you... How do you cast that, by the way? Tell me how Gorbel does that.
It's verbally. I'm sorry, it's verbally.
So how do you do it?
And in my mind, it's different for each situation. So I'm just whispering something like, hang in there, Zaiko. We're going to get you out of this.
Okay, and kind of moves up and encompasses him, and he's hanging there just like... And his breathing is less ragged now. You can see just a couple of the wounds on him start to heal over, scab up just a bit, but he still looks pretty bad. All right, Pinwin, your turn. Oh, he did not save. He's still laughing on the ground.
Can either of those guys see me?
They're not really focused on you. They could probably see you, but you're on the other side of the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna try out something I haven't done yet. Mantle of Majesty. So I gain the ability to cloak myself in fey magic that makes others want to serve me. As a bonus action, I can cast Command without extending a spell slot, and then I take on an appearance of unearthly beauty for 1 minute. And then during that time, I can cast Command as a bonus action without extending a spell slot. Any creature charmed by me automatically fails its saving throws against the command I cast. Would that work?
So
Or
command...
can I try it?
Command lets you say a one word.
Right.
Okay, you know what it does. All right.
So
flee, drop, grovel,
And any other one-word command that you could
As
think
long
of.
as it doesn't immediately hurt that person.
okay.
One word. And he can interpret it however he wants.
So what's the save on that? And who are you casting it?
I would cast it on the dude with the magic sword.
Okay.
Okay, so 17.
Wisdom.
Please.
He does not save.
Yes!
Yo.
I'm gonna rip open my shirt and flex my muscles at him
So what
You
does your appearance
magically-
look like?
and wink at him.
So you magically become like this super beefcake halfling, just full of beauty, luscious curls. Like you just look like the most majestically handsome, strong halfling that's ever existed.
Drop.
You say drop.
Yeah.
And all of you watch as this big soldier drops to his knees. He puts his sword down and he just stares adoringly through the doorway at you, Pinwin. Pinwin's posing. This would give you an attack of opportunity, Tomar.
31.
31, you hit.
whoops,
17 damage.
All right. You chop into him.
Well, first I look back in confusion at what's happening. And I see
You just see
looking-
Pinwin with his shirt open. Does it just affect the one person that you're casting it on?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It doesn't specify.
I think it says you take on a appearance of unearthly
beauty for 1 minute. Okay, fair enough. So you see Pinwin has now been replaced by a much more amazingly beautiful version of Pinwin.
I do a double take and then I look at the guy and then I just
Wink at him. And if he's hit, I think it keeps going. I think I concentrate for a minute and
Yeah.
it keeps going, right?
Yeah, and you can cast the spell as a bonus action during that whole minute.
Awesome.
Yeah, the only specification is if the target can't follow your command.
Okay.
So it's hit. But he just keeps staring adoringly at you, Pinwin. All right. And since he's there, and he didn't...
So it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Sorry. I got lost there in the shuffle.
Where's my other D? Oh, I'm gonna try and slash him 3 times. 27, 29, 28.
All 3 attacks hit. So you're...
13, 13, 14.
Okay, so he's starting to sag a little bit now, Tomar. You can see that, but he's still staring adoringly at Pinwin. Herstag, it's your turn. I should describe... Tomar, you just were like angrily chopping into him, like... and he's just like... Pinwin.
You're so hot.
Hot and mighty.
All right. I will walk around the group there.
Okay.
Back to Zaiko, trying to stay out of people's range so they don't hit me.
Okay.
And I will cast Freedom of Movement.
Okay,
on
so what does
Zaiko.
that do?
That will allow him to immediately escape any bonds that are restraining him.
So you watch as Zaiko immediately slips out of the manacles and holding his wrist and the ones at his feet, and he crumples to the ground and kind of catches himself. But he looks up at you, Herstag. Thanks.
Yeah, everybody, have some balm. Bonus action.
Bonus
balm.
action bomb for
Okay,
how much?
so-
Drop the bomb.
Chew.
Nice. So he's
Then
looking
I give him a little wink.
slightly better. All right, Gorbel. You've got... Oh, yeah, he's got a save, right? Constitution
For
Volmark.
that was wisdom, wasn't it?
Was it wisdom?
I think it's wisdom for that.
Okay. So you see him stop laughing, and he stands up. But Gorbel, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast it again.
Okay. He's not going to be fooled twice by this spell. You cast it again, and he's just like... And he puts his hand back at his side, and you can see him moving his fingertips. Pinwin, it's your turn. Still concentrating, but you can also...
I am. Man, I can't.
So
Okay.
you could cast it again, and then if he fails again, and it's a wisdom... Mm-hmm. Is that what you're going to do, or are you going to cast it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it again.
He definitely did not save. So
I'm-
he is
I'm
still
sure this-
enthralled by your presence, Pinwin. His mouth is like slack a little bit. He's ignoring his wounds because he's just staring at you so adoringly.
But
So-
it's
so
still...
each time it would require a command.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
you'd
that's
have to
right.
tell him to do something.
His weapon is still dropped.
It's in his hand, but it's out.
He has dropped himself.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's on his knees.
That's how he interpreted it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's however the character
You said
interprets that
drop,
one word.
plea, grovel.
Or another
Any
word
one
that you
word
can
that
come
you
up
can,
with.
Yeah, use your creativity.
How would Pinwin circumvent this?
Oh man. Yeah, I'll do grovel.
Grovel? Okay, so you say grovel. And he drops from his knees he drops straight down onto his stomach. He flops his hands out. His sword is underneath his hands, and he keeps bowing his head over and over against the stones on the floor. And he's just like, oh, I am not worthy. I am not worthy.
Nope, you're not.
does that put them prone?
Yes, that would be prone.
Jesus.
So he is now prone. Tomar, it's your turn.
Oh wait, could I do another action though?
Yeah, you just still have an action.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't shoot. Can I try to use a blow dart?
I mean, you can try.
I'm gonna try to do that on my favorite enemy.
You can only use the
I know,
favorite enemy
right?
with the...
I know, but that guy, because he's
Oh,
not
that
taking any
Volmark,
damage.
yes.
He's a jerk. So yeah, I'll try to hit with my blow gun, whatever it is, blow gun. See if that disintegrates. Okay, that would be... Oh my gosh, math. Okay, 31.
31, you... And the minute it goes past the doorway, it disintegrates.
This sucks.
Okay, Tomar.
All right.
Okay, so 16, 22, and then 24 to hit.
2 of the attacks hit.
Okay. 14 and 15 damage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bring it down onto his back.
You did do advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's like a broken ability.
Awesome.
Tell me how you want to do this.
Yeah.
All right, so now that I see he's groveling, I'm going to put all my power into one strike instead, and I'm just going to hold the sword executioner style and then just drive it down into his spine and then turn it.
And you just watch him, and like blood spills out of his mouth. And then he's still.
Then I wrench the blade out,
Tomar, jeez.
and then I Volmark.
Herstag.
All right, I'll try to cast Hold Person on him again, I guess.
What's the save?
18.
What is he saving?
Save. Is it wisdom?
I'll give him
Gorbel.
another bomb to Zaiko. 5.
Zyko's looking a bit better now.
He's still doing something with his hand.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand
Okay.
and use it to swat his hand.
Okay. Okay. I guess that would be.
Can Mage Hand attack?
It can.
Yeah, you can't attack with Mage Hand. That's true.
Tickle his hand.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a Constitution save. Okay, I rolled a 5, so he's like, what is that? As you cast this magical golden hand that starts tickling his hand, and whatever seemed to have been happening stops all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But now it's his turn again, and he starts moving his hand at his side, and you see that his other one goes behind him. And
Well,
he,
this Mage Hand
turns-
lasts for a minute. So
Yeah.
it's going to keep, like,
Fucking with him?
yeah.
just pestering.
All right, let me give me another.
It'd be on her.
Natural 20.
It'd be on her
this time.
turn anyway.
Yeah. So it bothered him the first time, but now this time he's swatting it away. And he puts his hand behind his back and he levels his eyes at you, Herstag, seeing how close you are to him. Pinwin,
I am
it's your
close,
turn.
aren't I?
Okay. Is the magical door thing still going on?
Yep.
Come on. Okay. Well, is this accurate for where people are standing right now?
Yes.
Still?
Except this guy's dead.
What am I gonna do? Can I redirect it at a different person, though?
You can cast it as a bonus action for a whole minute.
Even on a different person?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll use Mantle of Majesty on the other guy. Let's see if that
and you're gonna
works.
cast command.
Yep, and then
Damn, he's gonna be trying.
again I'll try. Draw.
You're gonna say drop.
Yeah.
His hands drop to his side.
Is he still hanging his sword?
No, I mean his hands are at his side now. He immediately, and he seems enthralled by you, Pinwin. Tomar.
I'm going to run right up to him and chop him 3 times.
Okay.
And you still had an action, by the way.
Do you want to do something?
Since nothing's going through the door, I can't really do a whole lot. So.
Okay.
Yeesh.
So, 23. Well, that's a natural 1. And then 21.
21. So 2 of the attacks hit. However, you kind of lose your balance on your third attack. So go ahead and roll the damage for the first 2.
Until then.
13 and 12.
13 and 12. Okay, so you... And your third attack, you sort of lose balance. Give me an athletics... Or sorry, just give me a dex save.
10.
Okay, but you just barely are able to hold your balance. You kind of went wild with that third blow. Herstag. You can now see, Herstag, that his armor, Volmark's armor, is starting to take on this weird hue. Almost as if it's like a reddish haze.
Reddish haze.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since my hold person hasn't been working, I'll just cast Blight on him.
Okay. Which
So
blight
that-
are you choosing?
Blight is a 4th level spell, and it's a Constitution save of 18.
This is the one. Oh no, I'm thinking of curse. He does not save.
So that is 8d8. Can I borrow some some d8s? Do those twice. 19. 35 necrotic damage.
35 necrotic damage? Okay, sweet. And you do that, and you watch his armor starts to glow red even further. He seemed to take quite a bit of a blow with that. Okay. Gorbel. Oh, also, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, man.
25.
23.
Man, I wish I would
5.
have had that later. 30.
30. So you three, Pinwin, Tomar, and Herstag, you guys hear a crash from down below, and you hear the sound of lots of voices and lots of feet. It sounds as if someone has breached. Oh, Gorbel, yeah, and you didn't hear anything. You're kind of caught up in the moment of battle, but you can now see that his armor is starting to glow an intense red, and it actually looks like it's reaching down the rest of his body.
I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. What's the save on that?
17 Wisdom.
Whew, he does not save.
Okay. That is going to be 5d6
Okay.
psychic damage. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, my God.
3 of those are 1. I've been rolling absolute bullshit tonight. 12.
12 damage. All right.
Oh, but he also has to run as far away as he can.
Dissonant Whispers. Okay, so he... and he starts backing up away from you, and he's right next to Zaiko now.
I was right in front of him, so
You would take an attack of opportunity as he moves away from you. And in fact, Herstag, you'd get an attack of opportunity.
natural
as well.
20.
Nice.
What? I thought it was 2. Whoa.
Ooh. 22 with my dagger.
You get an attack with your dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you want
Yeah, because I don't have that weapon yet.
That one's a +2 to attack. FYI. I know I haven't given it to
So
you.
+2, is it a strength or dex?
It would be a dex weapon.
So mine was a 19. Those were some good rolls.
So as he moves back, you guys both at the same time kind of like thwack at him. Okay.
So what dice?
It's gonna be a D10.
D10. 10
Nice.
plus dex.
Yeah, it's a dex. So
Is it +2 to attack and damage, or
it's 2 to attack, 1 to damage.
so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
14 damage.
14.
26 damage, and he has disadvantage on his concentration check.
Okay. He does not. He does not save the concentration check.
So whatever spell he was doing is done.
If it was a concentration.
If it was a concentration, the armor continues to glow, but you guys thwack him super hard as he's trying to get away from you, and you can even see that his leg kind of like drops out behind him, and he grabs against the wall, and he looks terrified of Gorbel, and he's standing next to Zaiko. Pinwin, it's your turn. You can see that the armor is glowing and pulsating, and you guys can now, all of you can hear as you can hear many voices and people like stampeding through the halls of this fort.
Oh, shoot. Okay,
You still have like 2 rounds of the thing you have.
yeah. I know. I'm
If
just
you
trying
wanna
to decide
command
if
him to do something.
I want to keep... Who's... Okay, yeah, I'll see if he saves. I'll try it again.
Okay. Wisdom 17? Mm-hmm. He does not save.
All right. Okay.
Isn't there one that's Dwarf?
What's that?
That means remove armor.
God damn it, guys.
Well, it's just so because she doesn't. She
I don't
hasn't
have
read the
anything
spell
in the
before.
spell.
Yeah, but it's just any word you can think of. One single word. So
I was thinking sleep. Does that work?
you can command that.
Okay. Sleep.
So you command him to say to sleep, and you watch him like sit down, lay his head back, put his hands up next to his face, and he leans against the back wall. He's not asleep, but it looks like he's attempting to.
I'm not tired, Mom.
You can see the armor is woo, 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 and now it's picking up speed. Herstag and Tomar, give me Arcana checks.
25.
18.
18. You guys both think that perhaps he has activated some sort of self-destruction spell.
What?
I'm gonna dispel magic on him on my turn.
Okay.
Can I do that?
I mean, it's not your turn, it's Tomar's turn.
No. I'll hold off on that then.
I'm gonna try and use containment field.
Okay.
I'm wondering if it'll work this way. You open up a pocket dimension around an enemy and trap them there. Target must make a dex save against your planar tactic save DC or become restrained by this containment field for as many rounds equal to the roll on your dimension die. On each of the turns, they can attempt the saving throw again at disadvantage and escape the field.
So I'm going to assume that an 11 does not save.
Nope.
Okay. So he's contained in a containment field.
And he's restrained for 10 rounds.
Okay.
So, guys, let's go. Can we close the thing on this door? Can we get through?
I don't think I can get through yet.
No, we want to get out. We don't want to go in there.
I'll try it again. No, wait. The walls are made of stone, right?
Correct.
Can I just cast Stone Shape to open up a hole
You
in
may
the wall
make
into the hallway?
You may make the attempt.
All right. I cast Stone Shape on the wall.
You can move a section of it out. It's 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You slide 5 feet out, and there's the hallway.
All right.
Couldn't have done
Climb
that
through.
before.
I just thought of it.
Even Zaiko, like, shakily gets to his feet, and you guys all move through, and you watch Tomar, and you can feel it with your magic as his woo, 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 woo. His armor is glowing red hot, and then all of a sudden, you see this swirling massive explosion inside.
Awesome.
Magical explosions trapped inside of your orb.
Wow.
And now you guys are in the hallway, and you can hear coming up the stairs the sound of dozens of feet. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Nice. That was tits.
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
So many natural 20s.
So we're going to make this closing ceremony here real short short and sweet. That was awesome. But yeah, so stay tuned for Thursday's episode, guys. We'll dole out some experience. We'll see what happens. But that was pretty fucking badass. Yeah, it was awesome. I'm just going to cut right to it. Thanks for listening. Adrian Von Ziegler was our music. Chad Piper's our intro song. Please leave reviews. Please like and comment, subscribe, share. We love you all.
We love you.
We are the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye. Bye. Okay.
Guys, what if there was a cutout of Elijah? Like, making a scared face?
Just his face or like his whole body?
His whole body.
Sounds lame.
I don't think people would buy it.
I'd buy it.
I'd buy it.
Well, we'll add it to the
got
merch
two.
list.
50% of people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's more money than we've made on the
This
podcast.
is
So.
obviously a sample of all population.
If you guys want a full-size Elijah cutout with him making a surprised face,
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know, I guess.
And one lucky winner will win that. We'll all sign it.
No, don't make promises.
One lucky winner. I didn't say who. It could be me, and then I'll just pretend I got it. Duh.
we also
And you'll
didn't-
just pose next to a real Elijah.
Cut out Elijah.
Look 2D.
It's the perfect crime. Look 2D. You stupid asshole.
Just take a picture of him at a murder scene and make it a Polaroid or something. Oh no, it was an accident.
Spotify, a-doo-ba-doo. Spotify, Spotify, doo-ba-doo. Spotify.
I said Spotify.
Spotify.
Listen to Spotify.
Don't you guys find it difficult to
What's
use these
Spotify?
itty bitty baby liners?
Spotify. Barbecue sauce.
Sorry if my voice is kind of gone. We were belting out 90s tunes on the way
Hot
back.
90s jams.
Yep. Including Offspring.
I mean, you
Ooh,
can't.
I was just doing a little Offspring moment yesterday.
Give it to me, baby.
That's
Well, I never have to hear that song again.
Did you ever really have to hear that song?
Yes.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
A white bi.
Whoa, what?
I was trying to say white boy and white guy, and I said white bi. So
We don't discriminate
here. We don't. But I messed that up real bad. Pretty fly for a white guy is an awesome song. It was like the anthem of my 11-year-old self. I loved it. I would sing it all the time. Like, seriously.
I believe you.
Ask me how many times I sang that song.
That and Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die by...
It's just called Blue.
No, didn't it? Wasn't Dabba Dee in like
Oh,
parentheses?
shit. You're right.
Isn't
It
that your
was in
favorite
parentheses.
song and you don't even
It's
fucking
not
know
my
what it's
favorite
called?
song.
It's your
like
favorite
my
song!
second favorite song. It was definitely my favorite song when it came out, though.
What's your favorite
Isn't
song
that going to
then?
be our
The
first
Lion
dance?
Sleeps Tonight.
Really?
That has never been, in all the years I've known you, true.
The Lion
It's
Sleeps
always
Tonight.
been blue.
My favorite song since I have been a baby has been The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Yes. And now I have to go
Never heard
change
that.
my bank question.
I can confirm, as long as I have known him, it has been The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Yeah,
you
no,
sing
That
to
is
him?
bullshit. You
No.
made that up when you met
No.
her.
No, it has been my
Oh
favorite
my
song.
god, were you just doing that to impress me?
Is that impressive?
No, I'm being
That's the
sincere.
only
That
reason
has
I
been
did that on our first date. I'm in.
But no, it's been my favorite song since I was like 5 years old, at least. Blue is like my second favorite. Actually, Blue isn't even my favorite Eiffel 65 song, honestly. Silicon World
knew you were
is
gonna
my
say that.
favorite Eiffel
Yep.
65 song. Elijah.
I don't know why you would say it was your favorite if it wasn't.
What are you
All
talking
these
about?
years.
Lied
I
to
don't
me.
even know you.
You decided that it was my favorite. I never told you that. It was my
yes, you
favorite
did.
when it came out, though. And then I heard Silicon World, and I was like, that song is a banger.
That is going in the CD changer, my friend.
On repeat.
On an MP3 CD, 130 songs, just that song.
I had fun. This is really salty string cheese.
Thanks.
I've never heard some people who are so good at improv complain so much about improv.
I love
we're
it.
good at improv.
Shut up, Lindsay.
What musical instrument would you be?
That one. Oh yeah.
Fucking timpani. It's a big round thing.
Dude, I love timpanis.
I like
That
timpani
makes
too.
sense. So fun.
the fuck's Tiffany?
What would you be, Elijah?
Oboe.
No.
No,
That's
tuba?
Elijah.
I don't know. I have to think about it more.
Tromboner.
Nah.
That's what you call somebody who plays. No, yeah, I think it is a tromboner, isn't it, or is it a trombonist?
I think it's trombonist.
I'd be
funny either way.
I'd be a banjo. That's what I would be.
Twangy and country.
But you're not.
That is the perfect instrument.
No, I mean they're like really like almost obnoxious. You're not obnoxious at all.
I don't think they're obnoxious.
I mean they're fun, but
And
their
that's the
sound.
important thing.
Well, yeah. But
Something you
technically,
can tap
all
your foot
instruments are
to.
fun.
Yeah.
Only asking all of this oh my god, I can't talk. All of this asking this question, I don't think I ever figured out what I'd be. I don't know.
I'm the type of instrument that you wouldn't want to hear being played when you're walking alone in the woods.
Bagpipe.
That's any instrument.
Yeah, you are a bagpipe.
Well, I
Especially
mean,
Even like a
banjo.
kazoo, I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, is there an instrument?
maybe
A
an
pan
ocarina.
flute? Like a
Yeah.
pan flute?
Yeah.
Like maybe
So
a
a helpful
satyr.
little elf or something.
Anything walking alone in the woods, and I heard, I'd be like,
What if it
Even
was
a
a
happy
funky
little
beat?
flute?
Like on a Casio.
fair enough.
But it's like increasing in tempo and loudness.
And coming up behind you.
It's just somebody running at you with a keyboard.
Seth, what kind of instrument would you be? I feel like you'd be like a
I just
synth.
pictured like Mad Max, like
Yeah.
it's on.
I agree. Maybe, yeah, like a synth keyboard.
You'd be a synth keyboard?
Like a soundscape.
A guitar.
Jeez, much.
He did that, not me.
I know, but I naturally
looking at me.
I know. I just naturally always look at you. My eyes did this.
I can't even do it that loud. Jeez.
Oh my god! Stop. Even she hates it.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd be.
Spoons.
I can't play spoons.
That'd be a creepy thing to hear in the woods.
Yeah, it would. Am I really spoon?
No,
Maybe a flute.
I was just saying stuff.
I don't know if I'm as sweet as a flute.
Cheese
Piccolo.
or something. Whoa, we didn't kill him.
What's the James Bond song?
Oh my god!
He shoots at them.
What instrument did you
I thought
say
you were
were?
bragging about losing your voice earlier. What happened there?
What instrument did you say you were?
Timpani.
I say you were timpani and a trumpet. That was trumpet.